We are live, everybody. Welcome to TB Sports 27 and another episode of Arena Football. It is week number 8. And boy, we've had some big games this season in Arena Football. We had 4-0 versus 4-0. Last week, we took on a one-loss team. This week, another one-loss team. But we're playing this time on a Thursday, which means it's the eyes of a nation. I would imagine that, you got other games where they're playing all against the same time. We went to the wrong date here. There we go. But everybody watching this one on Thursday, man, undefeated against undefeated, one-loss teams. They're stacking the deck against us. We got another one here. Grand Rapids Rampage 7-0 to take on the 6-1 Utah Blaze. The Blaze led by a rookie quarterback, Derek Gaffney, who's only thrown 3 interceptions this season to 35 touchdown passes. My God, guys. This is going to be a good one. We're going to take a look at the stats of the entire season coming up at the end of this game at the halfway point. Stay tuned. The Blaze, we got the Rush coming up as well. It's going to be a loaded time here with Arena Football.
Welcome to Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Good to be back home at Grand Rapids Arena. That's what they called in this game. I don't remember what it was called in real life. But I guess we can look it up. Let's see. Where did the Grand Rapids Rampage? Grand Rapids Rampage. I just yelled that into the old Google machine here. They played in the Van Aldel, A-L-D-E-L, Van Aldel Arena. Still in use. Ice hockey there. Opened in 1996. Is that always the name? The Grand Rapids Gold plays there. It's a G League team. Okay. Like Grand Rapids Hoops. They did play there. Ooh, the arena is where System of Down filmed their 05 song Hypnotized. That's a good album, good song, good everything there. Okay. This seems like almost a generic arena almost. Because, I don't know. We won't worry about it. Grand Rapids Arena. Can we blow out another team? That is the question. Boy, Nashville, they might have been fool's gold. They were 4-0 when we played them. 4-0 versus 4-0. They've lost 3 in a row. So the Utah Blaze, we have continued to just dominate and blow out teams. Week 1, if you've been following this series, was an overtime victory, a 1-point, 2-point conversion win over the Columbus Destroyers. Since then, it has pretty much been 20 to 30-point victories for the last 6 games that we have had against opponents. So we will see as we take on another very tough opponent if that streak will keep up here. Shane Stafford, your starting quarterback, and, well, we got some decent defense on the first play. Okay. Well, the Blaze put up a little bit of a fight. I've been asking, you guys, do you like seeing so many blowouts? Do you wish the games were a little more competitive or having one of the more dominant runs in Arena Football? Stafford could not get rid of the football despite the fact that I was jamming the B button. And we got a third down. This is a 3rd and 10, so the Utah Blaze coming in strong the first 2 plays. And it's incomplete. Is that 80? If it was Justin Skaggs. Wow. Okay, Grand Rapids. We go 3 and out on the opening drive, so we will send Brian Schmidt out for the field goal attempt here to at least try to get us some points on the scoreboard. It is a deep kick, and it's no good. Nate Cleveland on the return. Coach trying to get the guys pumped up. I forgot. I looked up who this coach was. I don't remember. Now I don't remember now. He's coaching, I think, Division II college these days. I want to say, if I'm remembering all that right. Might not. Let me know in the chat. in the comments down below. Who's the coach? All right, Utah Blaze. Well, there's your first down of the game. You're seeing rookie quarterback Derek Gaffney and a longtime arena football veteran. Tampa Bay Storm fans know him, Lawrence Samuels, number 22, making the catch. He played with Shane Stafford for a number of years in Tampa Bay. First set of downs for the Blaze. Gaffney just tosses that one over to Andy McCullough, and that is the Grand Rapids Rampage defense we're used to seeing. Good to be back at home, by the way, in the Grand Rapids Arena. We spent the last 3 weeks on the road. We've had quite a schedule of a bunch of home games in a row, followed by a bunch of road games in a row, so good to be back. The rookie quarterback missing. Samuels incomplete. Derek Gaffney, the rookie quarterback, is playing exceptionally well. Over 30 touchdown passes on the year, just 3 interceptions. Of course, Utah, they're used to their good quarterbacks. They, oh, look at this deep pass. Oh my goodness, Grand Rapids defense. They had a quarterback before that threw over 100 touchdown passes in a season. Here comes your field goal attempt. And that one is going to be good. Tommy Grady, by the way, was that quarterback. He would go on to win titles with the Albany Empire before you-know-who bought them, and now they're out of business. That was one of the Antonio Brown. That was, oh, we got WX Man in the chat. Welcome. Oh, that went over the netting and in. How was the fair? I think WX Man went to the carnival today. But yeah, Antonio Brown, that was a record time of buying a football team and then it just going right into the ground. We'll get the ball at the 20 for kicking it over the netting there. The short field position for the Grand Rapids Rampage, and Shane Stafford, and still are not moving the football. Pass intended for Willis Marshall. Grand Rapids so far, we're winding down quarter number 1, and we got just a field goal on the board in this one between 7-0 and 6-1. Thursday night battle, the only game being played on Thursday night, and there's your first bit of offensive possession moving the football here in this game. Only 4 total yards of offense for the Grand Rapids Rampage. We might finally have our first non-blowout game in a while. 6 consecutive weeks of, what, 30-point victories for this Rampage team? And there is Lawrence Samuels in cover. Actually, no, that was Alvin Porter. So 4th and 6. Game says go for it. We are in field goal range. Let's go for it. We're going for it. And we have run 6 plays. Only 1 of them have gone for yardage. Stafford. And he throws an interception to Chris Avery. And the 6-1 Utah Blaze starting to put a little bit of fear into the Grand Rapids Rampage. 2 possessions and no points scored. That is a rarity for the Rampage. Gaffney just barely getting rid of the football as he got lit up and found it to Leonard Simpson. So what do you guys think so far? I promise I'm still trying to win by 30 points. I'm not trying to make it interesting. I want to have another 30-point win. I want to cruise right to the Arena Bowl. And like I said, we've kind of been dealt the deck of cards, if you will. I mean, playing a 4-0 team, playing a 5-1 team, now playing a 6-1 team, like just having all these tough games. We do have the Chicago Rush, which we are going to stream with you tonight. They have a pretty poor record. Handoff to Chris Avery, and the Blaze are going to get a first down. This is rare in arena football. A minute left in the first. No touchdowns on the board just yet. Rookie quarterback Derek Gaffney. Gaffney will give it to Chris Avery, and Avery gets flipped up and over by Lonnie Ford. Lonnie Ford is our running back. Of course, we got Iron Man football here in this world of arena football. Gaffney to Lawrence Samuels, and, well, the Blaze are a couple feet away, inches away, if you will. Maybe a brotherly push we're going to get right here. See what happens on 3rd and goal. Well, I imagine a running play. It is going to be a running play, and Avery hit in the back by Justin Skaggs. How about a little CTE right to the back of the head right there? And now the Blaze have to decide they are going to go for it. On 4th and goal. This might be one of the greatest defensive battles in arena football history if the Blaze don't score right here. They hand it off to Avery, and they're going to give him the touchdown. I'm not so sure the ball crossed the line, to be quite honest, but there's no challenges in this game. And the Utah Blaze are going to take us to our first quarter plugs. They're going to be up 10-0.
The extra point attempt is good.
Do rhinos lay eggs? I don't know, because right now the Rampage are laying a big old egg with 0 points on the board. We're not completely out of it just yet. It's only a 10-point game. You know, this team, we're scoring 60 points a game. A little 10-point deficit is not going to hurt too much. But that'll take us to the end of quarter number 1. 10-0. Utah Blaze 6-1 over the unbeaten Rampage. Don't forget, chance for you guys to help support the channel by following on Twitch, subscribing on YouTube, Twitter, Patreon, Streamlabs, all the different places as well. We're going to be changing up our Patreon a little bit, some of the upper tiers. We haven't gotten too many signups at the Ultra Fan or Mega Fan level, so we're going to try to shift some of the rewards around for that. I've talked about maybe doing away, at least for the time being, with the Ultra Fan streams, because there we go. There's some positive yardage, because we really haven't grown that much as far as the Ultra Fans go, and great support that we've had from Damon and K Duckman. K Duckman, a longtime Ultra Fan, but maybe we gotta shift things up at that level. So be on the lookout on Patreon. Maybe changing things up a little bit at those upper levels. Try to get some more signups there. And we are still doing our promotion. If we get 10 new patrons, then we're gonna do a second season of ESPN NFL 2K5 with the Washington Commanders. So if you want to see that second season, JP Lossman is out. He's been shipped off to Pittsburgh. We're going with Mark Bulger, 8-8 in year 1. There's a touchdown for the Rampage. Then sign up at any level that you choose. It helps support the channel, and you guys will get a lot of bonus content because we try to give you at least once a week, every Friday, some bonus stream action, some bonus episodes. And right now we're doing ECW, which is exclusive to Patreon. We also have the XHL, which is our Legends Hockey League. We're doing with the Nashville Apex, the RXFL, which is our Legends Football League, the Thursday night games. And we got the first game of Season 2 up right now on Patreon. So you got the hockey, you got the Legends Football, you got ECW, you also got Mortal Kombat. All the archived Mortal Kombat episodes are up as well at the historian level on Patreon. So do check out a lot of that bonus content, and we're going to be having more, of course, the college football recruitment and top 25 show as well for the hardcore stat fans of college football. So we're going to have a lot of good stuff coming. We got some bonus Zelda episodes up as well on Patreon, as well as some bonus Diamondbacks baseball episodes, some bonus God of War stuff that we did off camera that is up on Patreon. So we got a lot of good stuff up there. Come help support the channel, and like I said, if you guys want to see a second season of NFL 2K5, consider signing up, becoming a Clubhouse member. WX Man, he's been contemplating for a while, and we get 10 more signups, and we'll bust out a second season of NFL 2K5. 10-7, the Utah Blaze. And Lawrence Samuels, he's getting roughed up. Chris Angel's been one of the dominant defensive players for our team this season. WX, man, what's your favorite arena football team? Have you been to an arena football game before? Have you been to an indoor football game? Or a NAL game, a national indoor touchdown? Well, Chris Angel just got burned on that one. Leonard Simpson with the touchdown. And the rookie Derek Gaffney just whipped that one right past Chris Angel for the score. And Utah will neutralize our touchdown with a touchdown of their own. For arena football standards, that was a pretty lengthy drive because it ate up a minute 18 off the clock. I know only 4 plays, a lengthy drive, but that took a whole minute and a half off the clock, which is big business in arena football. That one is going to go right through the netting. Got no deuce. There's no deuce in the AFL. They got in the IFL, but not here, so no points to be awarded. Shane Stafford looking for his second touchdown after 2 struggling drives to begin the football game. And there's the grocery store express checkout. Damian Gross, look at that. We got headlocks going on in the crowd. What's happening right now? Chaos for the Grand Rapids Rampage. And evenly matched, it's just going to be missing out on points on this opening drive that's burned the Rampage so far. And Stafford to the end zone. Oh, it's caught by Fleming. That's a touchdown. Corey Fleming in Grand Rapids not going away without a fight here in this one. Putting a little, putting one up to the sky for the Rhino Gods. F means paying respect. The player that just scored was paying respect. I get dropping down on the knee and telling the Rhino Gods up above, we're still in this thing. Well, this is the tightest contest we have been in the last 6 weeks. Nothing but blowouts here, but Utah at 6-1, putting up a fight here. A lot of people watching this Thursday. This is the only arena football game going on the schedule. As a reminder, stay tuned because after this, we're going to look at the mid-season stats. We're going to be halfway through the year. So we're going to look at the stats, see where everyone stands, who's the leaders, and then we're going to play one more game with you. We're going to do battle with the Chicago Rush. So stay tuned for that. Had some folks reaching out recently, Blitz the League. You guys want to see a Blitz the League series? We kind of made our own season before. We controlled Minnesota and we made kind of our own fake schedule. I don't know if you can get that on YouTube though, if it gets demonetized or not, because we have to put Mortal Kombat on Patreon. We have to see. Some of those injuries in that game. But yeah. Gaffney, look at the confidence of Gaffney, and wide open as Lawrence Samuels. Chris Angel gets burned again, and well, we've gone up against some of the toughest quarterbacks in arena football legends, Aaron Garcia, and just a who's who of quarterbacks that have not played that well, and we're seeing confidence in this rookie quarterback that is playing the best football against our team so far. Go back and watch Aaron Garcia when we played Las Vegas last week. He looked awful. And we've seen plenty of quarterbacks all come in that have looked awful. John Kaleo, that's won an Arena Bowl before. He looked terrible now. They keep kicking the ball that way. It's going to give us short field position, which is not going to make the defense happy. We'll let this one wind down to the 1-minute warning here. We had Fitzgerald as well on the Nashville Cats. That got roughed up. Who else do we have? The LA Avengers, the Storm, the Cats, the Gladiators, Colorado Crush. Ooh, Willis Marshall getting knocked around. Utah came to play here in this one. We thought we were going to get a defensive battle the way this game started, but all of a sudden, here come the offenses. Marshall Well, he's able to bounce back. I guess he's able to shake off some of those hits. They're getting pumped in the crowd right now here in Grand Rapids. 52 yards from Marshall, a touchdown. Damian Grosh, and it is a touchdown. I thought it was going to be picked for a moment because you saw Bruce Palmer, number 81, kind of tear off from the play and go back, but then I don't think he realized where the ball was. So now here's where the strategy of arena football comes into play, because if you kick the ball deep, I'm going to pause it just to kind of go over. If you kick the ball deep, you're essentially giving Utah the ball with 30 seconds, almost no chance you're going to get the ball back with the way the timing is in arena football, and they're going to go up by 2 scores. You can go for an onside kick and take the chance that you get the ball back, or if you don't get the ball back, you're giving the ball to the other team with like a 5-yard field in front of them because it's a really short field in arena football, almost guaranteeing they're going to score. Then you get the ball back with like 20 to 15 seconds where you can go down and score, meaning the score basically stays a 3-point game versus the score becoming a 10-point game if you were to kick the ball deep, right? People think there's not strategy in arena football, but there is. I dare say there's a lot more strategy in arena football than the NFL, than the outdoor game, because of all the different, the field, the small field, the timing, and you see the small field they're going to have if they don't get the onside kick. So we'll see. This one works out here. And Schmidt is going to be picked up by Palmer, and Palmer is going to walk it into the end zone. So there you have it. And we'll go ahead and take our timeout here. And, again, you let them score. But now, here's the thing. If we kick the ball deep, as we said, they could have taken all 30 seconds off the clock and gotten the touchdown. This would have been your halftime score. Now, we get a chance to get the ball, and if we score with 20 seconds like we just said, then the game goes into the half at the same score that it was, a 3-point deficit versus playing from 10 behind. And we'll get the ball to begin. Actually, no, the Utah would get the ball to begin the second half. So to go down by 10 and then allow Utah to have the ball would not be a good situation here. So unfortunately, we got to take another timeout because you guys know the timing rules in this game are broken. So that'll leave us with 1 timeout. We shouldn't have had to burn 2 timeouts there, but EA did not get the timing rules right in this game or in the sequel, which is what I had hoped when I bought Road to Glory, that they would fix the timing rules. Deep pass down the field. It is caught by Willis Marshall for the score. Now, did we score too quickly? Utah is not going to take a timeout here. So we'll let this one wind down. That could have been dangerous to have scored that quickly, because then you would have been right back to the situation you were in that you were trying to avoid, which was Utah scoring at the end of the half. So either way, it all worked out. It is going to be a 3-point game, 31-28, and for the first time in a long time, we're in the middle of a competitive game. It is not a 30-point blowout going into halftime. My God. All right, the Blue Chew halftime report. When we come back, the second half, you guys don't want to miss it. Between the two teams, 13 wins and just 1 loss. 7-0 versus 6-1. Second half, come on back. You don't want to miss it.